So yeah, this is kind of just an extra video for anyone that wants to hear more of me, and it's not going to be as trading related, but while I was thinking about this actually can relate to trading too on remaining teachable, which I'm going to talk a little bit later down this video. It's just going to be a quick, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 minute video where I just want to rant. And if you guys like these type of videos and you want me to make this like a weekly thing, let me know in the comment section below and let me know what you want me to talk about. I would really appreciate it. So let's get into it. The title might be a little bit misleading, but this is something that happened to me not long ago where someone called me and introduced me to their friends as being the smartest person that they know. And I was like, I was a little bit uncomfortable. I got embarrassed to a certain extent and I tried to play it off and then I left, not just because of embarrassment, but also because I had to go to the gym. And it got me thinking as to why don't I think that I'm smart or something like that? Like, I don't think that I'm dumb. But at the same time, it got me thinking into what's the difference between me and the other people that she knows. And that's why I started writing and actually having the idea for this video, which is just explaining what's the difference between the conclusion that I took from the difference between me and other people that she might have known. And the biggest thing that I would probably say is that I avoid talking about things that I don't know about. I don't try to portray my opinion or give out false statements because I don't think that that would make me seem smart. And when someone is talking about something that I don't know, then I just listen because there's nothing for me to say. The only thing I can learn when we're talking about something that I don't know is either ask questions or just learn from what they're saying. And obviously still being critical about what they might say because some things might be just basic knowledge and we might not agree or disagree, but the thing is, if you don't agree with something, don't make it because it's your opinion. It's like, don't agree with something if you either know the facts or if you are going to check the facts. And also, don't believe something to be true if it isn't. And my conversations are indeed normally stirred into topics that I do know about. And that's when you see the difference between people that rely on facts and people that rely on opinions. I see that a lot of young people and even adults, they rely too much on their opinion of what they believe to be true. And I think this is the wrong way to do it. I think you are going to look dumb if you rely on opinions and not on facts. Like, if you think that everybody should sleep 6 hours, then you're factually wrong. So if anyone tells me, oh, I believe that most people could go with 6 hours of sleep, I would be like, no, that's factually incorrect. And another key thing is being able to read people's reactions and actually stir the conversation between what their reaction is. So for example, if you are talking with someone and someone does like, then you know that you kind of have to explain a little bit further that point that made them react that way. Because that's the key thing. When you understand what you're saying, if someone questions you, you can at least answer. And if they do question you and you can't answer, don't try to create any other information that you don't know about. Just say, oh God, I don't know, but let me check. Like, there's absolutely no problem in saying I don't know. It's one of the most powerful things to say I don't know because it just makes you able to learn more. So if someone doesn't agree with you, they are going to have counter arguments, and what is going to make you stand out is basically if you already know those counter arguments and you can argue again against those counter arguments. This is a hard word for me to say. I don't know who it was, but I heard someone saying that for you to win a debate, you need to know the counter arguments better than the person that is giving them. And also something that I did forget to mention, which is even if you know the facts, you might be wrong. And that's also perfectly fine. What you need to be able to do is actually admit when you are wrong. And don't let your ego get in the way and just dismiss everything that someone else is counter arguing, because they might be right too and you might have your facts wrong. So it's about being critical of your facts and other people's facts and being able to come out with the truth, which is exactly what this book, which is Psycho-Cybernetics, says, which is to deal effectively with the environment, we must be willing to acknowledge the truth about it. And then a little bit further down the line, it says, adopt the motto, it doesn't matter who is right, but what is right. So be able to drop your ego and learn something new. Like if you are not right, but you learn what is indeed right, it's a good step for you and for me and for everyone, because now you are not going to be making the same mistakes over and over again. You've learned, and that's the key thing. I'm not afraid of being controversial. I'm afraid of being fake, actually. And I think that's the difference between someone that is well read and someone that isn't. And last but not least, it's like you being smart, I don't think is something general. Of course, you can say if someone is smart or not, but let's put it like this. Maybe I'm good at talking with people and expressing my opinions, but maybe someone else knows the facts better than me, but doesn't know how to interact with people all that good. So it's different types of skills. So it's not all that much about being smart. It's about the areas which you talk about or the areas which you express yourself in. Like if we are talking about history, I'm not that good with history. I would not consider myself smart with history. But if we're talking about finances, then that's a whole new ball game, and that's maybe where people would regard me as smart. It's about knowing when to talk, and that's the key. Peace.